Hello, everybody. Good to have you with us on the start of a brand new week. Welcome to Waiter to Win. We've got the Fairview Poly meet to do today. We're also, for those of you who are watching this, we're going to be doing the Turfentine meeting today as well, Monday into Tuesday. So we can have an early look for you. You guys can get in early and take up the various opportunities you may want to. Just a reminder about our social media opportunity. We are on Twitter. That's gone through the absolute roof, Twitter, I must tell you. It's lovely to see as many replies and likes and things that we are getting, which is great to see the following is growing. And we also, of course, are on a WhatsApp opportunity as well. There's a WhatsApp number. You just send your name and you send your email address to this number. And that's on the WhatsApp number. You can obviously join our group at the end of the day. Also, we're on 4racing.tv. And, of course, we're on 240 on DSTV as well. All right, let's get to the action. Darren Burrows has taken a well-deserved break now. So I think at the end of the day, you'll notice that he did really well in the last 2 weeks. He's been tipping particularly well with lots of pick sixes. And good to have Darryl's back from his vacation on the sea. How was the sea?
It was lovely. Thank you very much, Clark.
Nice.
You forgot one thing, and we're free.
Yes,
we don't charge our followers or our viewers
yes.
a subscription fee or anything like that. So,
Yeah.
yes, we had to do our best. Clyde, my holiday was awesome. I must thank Darren Burrows for standing in. I needed that break, and hopefully I hit the ground running.
Are you refreshed?
Yes, I am.
And studied?
And my throat's better.
And your throat, thank goodness. You see, you needed the coast. All right, good. Let's start about the first one, Daryl. Let's talk about the 1,600-metre race. I see they've got the source executive top of the board here for Alan Greff, who's trading at around 15 to 10. And I've got to say the Gavin Smith stable, they've also been in particularly good form with one of the joint favourites trading 17 to 10. It is Bipot first leg. What's it called? Challenging first race?
Clyde, I'm going to bank her the unexposed filly. That's number 11, Executor. She's lightly raced. She's never been this ground. And her half-brother, now he's Priceless Ruler, Clyde. He's a 7 furlong specialist. He has won a race over a mile. I think she's going to appreciate the step up in trip. And we saw that form line being franked with Dreamscape coming to win from there. And she won a very competitive maiden field, maiden event, beating a Western Cape Raider. So I think in the first leg of the Bipot, I'm happy to bank number 11, Executing.
Okay, that we shall do. We'll bank that in terms of what we want to do Bipot. So let's take a look at what Daryl's Bipot looks like for today, guys. Here it is. And we're going banker the 11 in the first leg of that Bipot. No other bankers on the day. And that does work out to a 144 and perm. Second race on the card is over 1,600 metres, where number 5, Federal Reserve, tops the boards here at 2 to 1. Number 4, Foot Soldier, second choice at 28 to 10. And Vuvuzela Umlilo, number 6 on the card, is next best in the market at 3 to 1. And Daryl, it's 12 to 1 bar 3, so that's the way the market looks at it. Only those 3 horses that can possibly win, or what do you think?
No, I think number 9, Twice as Saints, could possibly improve. Clyde, he's having his first run as a gelding. Hasn't got the worst of form. He could certainly improve.
That's a 40 to 1 shot, eh?
Throw him into your trifectas and quartets, I'd certainly include him. Clyde, take note that JP van der Merwe isn't riding today. Number 3 of here, Sardo Numpspa, is ridden by Samanga Kamalo. Clyde, I've narrowed this race down to 2 runners in exotics. I'm not saying the race stops there, but I'm happy with number 4, Foot Soldier, and number 6, Vuvuzela Umlilo. Now, the favourite is Federal Reserve. If you fancy him, Clyde, I'm not putting you off. Wait to see him move down to the start. Last time out, he was punted off the boards as if the result was known. He went to the start crippled, in my opinion. I thought he shouldn't have run. And he was sweating terribly. So watch him in the canter pass before you have a bet. See how he moves today. For that reason only, I'll put in number 4, Foot Soldier, and number 6, Vuvuzela Umlilo. Not much separating the two of them on form. I mean, they finished right alongside each other on that Fortune of Gold run, and there shouldn't be too much separating them today. I see the blinkers go back on Foot Soldier. Possibly recommendation by Richard Fourie. Got off last time out, said he needs blinkers. He has worn them in the past. So 4 and 6 enough for me to get through the PA.
Okay, well, not a one-horse race by any means of the imagination. So let's put up our place accumulator for race number 2 now, guys. Just a look at what Daryl's put together for us that you can consider. 4 and 6 in the first leg, then 1 and 4, then 3, 9, 10, 1 and 3, 1 and 9, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1 and 7 at the back. That PA cost 480 Rand. Third race time. Let's get on. It's a pick 6. Darren Burrows, although away, he wants to work out the pick 6 for us, which was very kind of him. He's done particularly well with some of them. And yeah, this was Modern Magician tops the boards and is at even money. Gavin Smith's had a good start so far. He's been in very good form, particularly, I must tell you, with the juveniles. They've been romping home. For Coastal Path is 33 to 10. And then you've got the horse 3, Stay the Course, who is at 4 to 1. And it does appear like Gavin is dominating the market. Yeah, what do you think?
Clyde, I must state something here now and right now with regards to Gavin Smith and his judgment on the babies. I don't think there's another trainer, with all due respect, that comes close to the man. He is really different division. When I've seen his messages and when he labels them, it's pay.
Pay, he hasn't missed.
Yeah,
he really hasn't missed. Touch wood.
But yes, he's got 2 of the leading lights of here in Modern Magician and Stay the Course. Please take note. Mpumi and Jorka ride Stay the Course.
Yep.
Not much separating them on form. I think only 3/4 of a length or 3 parts of a length. But look at the ratings, Clyde. At the ratings, Modern Magician is 6 kilograms better, best in compared to Stay the Course. So on ratings, you have to have a preference for Modern Magician. Take note, the blinkers go on. That J in the computer form is blinkers and I think the compression hood, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So
there's a combo of equipment.
They've put the blinkers back on because he's coming back in trip to 1,000 meters. Last time out, he was caught wide going into the first bend. Then you've got his market rival in number 4, Coastal Path. Good improvement last time out with the blinkers. That was a very competitive field, Clyde. You can see the average merit rating was 76 on that occasion. It takes a drop in class every year. It's a 67 this time around. And their form line has been franked with Angel Debs winning from there and Jet Mirage winning indirectly.
Okay.
So with Richard Fourie back in the irons, we can expect a forward run from number 4, Coastal Path.
But is his favourite the right hard to beat, or what do you think?
I would be very, very confident, Clyde, if it was a 1,200. My only reservation is 1,000 meters, but hopefully with the blinkers he can be in contention, turn him for home. And he's certainly the one to beat because he is weighted to win. Excuse the pun.
So you worried about his distance, eh?
Yes, the only thing is the distance.
Bassie's 1,000.
Yes, that was on the turf in yielding conditions.
All right. Okay, well, what does Darren say? Because he's pick 6. And let's see what he's put up for us. Darren Burrows, he's bankering the 1. You see, there you go. So he's into that. And the second leg of the pick 6 is gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 9, 10. Third leg 1, 6, and 7. The fourth leg is gone 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Then 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. And the last leg, 1, 2, 3, 7, and 8. He wants to spend that amount. He's willing to get 1% or 2 or 5 or 10%, whatever you guys can afford. But it does appear to make it after the first leg rather competitive. Not an easy race by any means of imagination, where number 10, Bouquet, tops the boards for Alan Greer. They're at 4 to 1. Second choice, Alan's got that horse Quick Count in there at 9 to 2. And then Gavin comes into the race with Baby It's Cold Outside, who's trading at around 5 to 1. But I guess it's one of those races where the more the merrier, unless you've got something else in mind.
Clyde, I think there's a bit of each way value over here in terms of number 9, Miss Rose. Have a look at who she's been competing against. Liddell's Echo, Notorix, those are open company races. She certainly hasn't disgraced herself. Finished close up on both occasions. Back against fillies and mares. Louis Mtotwa in the irons.
What is he riding?
Yes, I think she is nice each way value, as I mentioned. And number 10...
That's trading about 7 to 1, I think. You'll get some of that.
And she's course and distance suited.
Right.
Then number 10, Bouquet, you can go back to the 4th of November. She actually beat Quick Count, and she's bet off at the weights. Clearly off a very competitive rating. Last time out, she and the winner pulled well clear of the balance of the field. She escaped a penalty on that occasion. And she's a jockey up. Would you say she's a jockey up?
Jockey up, absolutely.
So she must go in.
Okay.
And then quick counts, got the draw, got the form. She should be thereabouts.
Okay.
So in order, 9, 10, 3.
All right, well, it's a jackpot opportunity for you guys. Let's get Daryl's jackpot up for jackpot 1, if that is what we're doing. We are. He's going 3, 9, 10 in the first leg. He's put his Strudy into the play as well in Miss Rose by 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, then 1, 5, 7, 9, and the whole field at the back. It's again a 480 Rand pot. So Naval Secret dominates here. He ran to Blondac last time, and that also Jet Mirage came out of there, was second, was just ahead of, not far ahead, just about a half a length or so ahead of Naval Secret. So it's good to see that the Jet Mirage forms worked out, Daryl. And do you like that strong, or where are you with that? Oh, social media, reminder, please, if I may, Twitter. There's our Twitter handle, at Waiter to Win. And we've got a WhatsApp number for you that you can join as well. We are at WhatsApp. There's the number on the screen. Please send your name and email address. Admin will load you onto our groups where we try and feed the best information that we possibly can whenever possible. Yeah, just back to Naval Secret. Form's strong.
Absolutely. And have a look at his course and distance form, Clyde. 2 runs, 2 wins. He's the class act in the race, but he has to give weight all round. So not going to be an easy task. He is my topic. Like you said, the form has been franked, but if you like him, you have to give number 3 a chance of year in Life on Mars. Very little separating the two of them. Even go back to the Brass Bell run. Brass Bell's a kilogram better off with him, and there shouldn't be much separating the two of them. But I still do have a preference for number 1, Naval Secret, over Life on Mars and Brass Bell. What about number 7 over here, Path of Choice, Clyde? Having his first run for the New Yard in the Eastern Cape.
Yeah.
First run on the poly, tongue-tied for the first time. Richard Fourie, ratings down to a 72. I have a concern though. 1200 on the poly is very, very quick. I don't know if he'll be suited by that. Let's see how he goes today. I have thrown him into my perms. And then number 2, Clyde, the same as number 1. Unbeaten over the course and distance. 2 from 2. He's been rested and gelded. Kebelo Matsunyane now rides. I just think if he's not in need of the start, he has to go into all perms. I don't know if he's 100% tuned after that layoff. So he has been included, but preference for 1 and 3.
Interesting, the Path of Choice does, of course, represent Max the Otto and those type of horses. Although,
yeah, yes. You know that Western Cape form is generally superior to the Eastern Cape.
Yeah, William the First was there.
The Eastern Cape's racing is very, very competitive.
But we're in agreement that Naval Secret's the right one at this point in time.
1 over 3.
All right, well, let's put up, it's another jackpot opportunity for you guys. So let's take a look at what we want to do. Yeah, we're going 1, 6, and 7. It's Darren Burrows' jackpot. That's what he wants to go with. And second leg of the pot, all of those horses. Third leg, all of those horses, and all the same at the back. And he would like for you to consider spending 81 Rand to get 10%. Welcome back, race 6. Let's get into the mile action. 4 to 1 the field. Yeah, Demigod is one of them that tops the boards at this point in time. Second choice, the 5, Saint Anastasia, is at 5 to 1, and 9, Mrs. Hotline, 5 to 1. Does appear to be one of those races where you're competitive. You would have noticed in most of the exotics, the guys have loaded up. Daryl, have you managed to fight your way into a first choice?
Not too sure about that, Clyde. But there's a lot of Demigod form over here. Demigod, Saint Anastasia, Mrs. Hotline, To The Max, all finished on top of each other last time out. To The Max had excuses. She was 4 wide going into the first bend. She was sweating terribly. Mrs. Hotline now gets the draw and 1.5 kilograms in her favor. Saint Anastasia's can't be excluded. She was right there alongside them. And then Demigod, she was 3 wide. She came to that outside fence and she did extremely well to run them down. I'm not too concerned about her draw. She likes to be dropped out. That's her style of running. But she has to do it giving weight all round. So it's a difficult task. Mrs. Hotline, Richard Fourie from a 1 draw. Knocking, I think she's going to be my slight preference over Demigod. But like I say, don't exclude Saint Anastasia and To The Max into your play over here.
Okay. Well, you've heard it. There are a number of them that have to go in. It is a race number 6 on the card. There are 3 more races to go. And what we've got for you here is a recommended trifecta. It's a kind of race that you'd like to perhaps consider because
it's an exacta.
It's an exacta, I beg your pardon, yeah. And it can pay, it can return a couple of money, maybe double your money, triple your money, whatever the case may be. Here it is. From Daryl, he's gone 1, 5, 7, 9. All 4 of them have certainly got chances, but it is more open than that. Welcome back, guys, and 2 more to go now. We're with you, the 7th race on the card, and this particular event has got 7 to 2 about Alan Kreev's horse Double Destiny. They go over the 13 here on the poly, and second choice number 1 here, Sherry for Me, and that's trading currently 9 to 2. And number 5, Pinnacle, is trading at around 9 to 2. Then you'll get as much as 5 to 1 about Rainbow Thief. Even a horse like Carbonado, you can get 5 to 1. And then again, 5 to 1 about a few others. So market is totally unsure as to how this is going to play. Tough one, unless you worked it out that there is a opportunity to find a double-digit horse. Have you got a double-digit horse?
No, I too am unsure, Clyde. Very, very small but competitive lineup. I mean, Sherry for Me is the class act. A little bit of a concern she finished such a distance beyond last time out, but she did have excuses. Got a big weight to shoulder. Double Destiny and Rainbow Thief. Now, both of them were slung in last time out.
Right.
They were weighted to romp, and they're both disappointed. Double Destiny now gets the blinkers and the tongue tie. She comes back in trip. Rainbow Thief, she's having her peak run. She's well drawn. She, too, could improve on her latest effort. Then Carbonado. Now, last time out, she looked a picture going to the start. She came down. She came back exactly the way she went down. If you like her chances, you have to respect Pinnacle, who holds her own form. Chronicles of Narnia, she's in cracking form at the moment. Might be on the slightly sharp side for her, but certainly wouldn't be a surprise to see her win. Clyde, small but competitive. I'm not confident going into this race with my suggested bet. I just say, I think out of all these runners, number 3, Rainbow Thief, should be in the money, and hoping to double our money with a place bet on number 3, Rainbow Thief. But like I say, it's very, very difficult.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it is. It's even money, Rainbow Thief, a place, so that will be double your money. And just a reminder, we'll put it in writing for you. Here it is, and Daryl's going places. Number 3, Rainbow Thief. Wish we could say it's easier, but it's not. The last race is still 5 to 1 the field this morning at 10 o'clock. And Darren and I have had a look at it. Then Invokers, top of the boards at 5 to 1. 3, Dalil, 5 to 1. 5 to 1, number 6, Admiral's Chance. And they are the 3 that are basically joint favourites. So 3-way favourites about the 8, but doesn't end there. You can't draw the line there, I don't think, Darryl, unless you say you can.
Clyde, I don't know if you recall, we were running in straight line place accumulators last time out with Then in Focus. And I sent you the replay of the canter past. He went down.
Not good.
Not good. And I said we're in trouble.
Is that normal or?
Watch him move down to the start this time around. I just don't know, Clyde.
How does he normally go down?
At this stage, I'm going to put you off him based on what I saw last time out. Watch the canter past if you fancy him. Make up your mind thereafter.
You know how he normally goes down? You've seen him go down before?
I can't recall. I don't know how.
Okay, but last time really stuck in your head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clyde, number 1, Duke of Orange. I'll be very, very disappointed if he doesn't run in the top 3. So I've made him my each-way play in the race. Have a look at his course and distance form, Clyde. 3 runs over the course and distance for 2 wins and a third. He loves it over here. Cabello takes the ride from a 1 draw. But now listen to this, Clyde. The weights were published last time out for this event. He then ran second, well clear of the balance of the field, and he achieved a rating of a 74. He's off a 71. That's 3 pounds, 1.5 kilograms, well in. The next time he runs, he's going to run off a 74 or possibly higher, depending on today's result. But based on that effort, he's 1.5 kilograms well in. He's in cracking form. He's got a lot in his favour. He's the each-way play in the race. I think the stable companion could be his danger in number 7, Tuk Tuk. He also loves the course in distance. He had excuses was last time out. SK in the irons this time round. I think the one in the 7 will fight it out. I'm hoping the one gets it right.
Okay, interesting, because Duke of Orange, 1.5 kilos may well be enough in a race like this to give you quite a big advantage in a field like this, which is rather competitive, but that's where Daryl is going. So what's the value then? We can put that up for everybody to have a look at. Duke of Orange, we're deciding each way. We'll go with Gavin Smith. We haven't, you got a rider declared yet? Any idea?
On number 1,
Yeah,
Cabello.
No, Cabello. Okay, Cabello Matsanyani, we're told, is on number 1, Duke of Orange.